What is going on, everyone? I'm Jay the Black here, back with another blogcast. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure you like this video, follow me on social media to get notifications, preferably Twitter. I would prefer you follow me there. All right, Facebook as well, Instagram too. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. I have very good content, live streams, video, podcasts, or whatever. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit because, putting videos on this channel or stream clips, it builds the channel. It really does. So the overall goal is to make these particular type of videos to not only grow in subscribers, but also to get you to support the channel through Patreon, PayPal, Cash App, whatever it is you want to do to support these videos. Also, you can go to my email, which is in the description, and you can send video topics related to what I speak on this channel. Just look at the content on this channel. You'll see exactly what I do videos on. And if you send me a topic, you have to be very specific about the topic. People send me ideas, but not really a topic, all right? But this topic is going to be something I spoke about on a live stream recently about boring guys. And how women, their way of dealing with their relationships and the different treatment from the nice guy, boring guys, from the guys who are the a-holes who treat them, all types of ways that are not respectable, but they stay with those guys. They try to make it work as much as possible. And I'm going to really speak to that because I feel like you have women, right, who will talk about how much they want a good guy. They want a guy to be a protector and a provider. But do they really want a guy to do that? I think that when you look at the feminism that is seeped into society, the fact that you have a lot of women of today, okay, who don't really know what a good relationship is. They don't know how to work things out. The first sign of trouble, they're jumping ship. We see this with marriages. You have women who get married. They go through all the receptions and the planning. Then you marry and then you're ready to divorce at the first text message you find from another woman. People got to understand, if you go and you talk to a lot of older couples, you go and talk to a lot of older couples, they will tell you that they had problems too, that it was not always easy. They had issues as well, but they worked through them for the betterment of the family. If you're in a relationship, right, and let's say you get married to somebody, and you start a family, you can't be ready to break that family up. And I think you got females that talk about how men run from relationships. They don't take responsibility. I think that when you make the choice for the guy, you cannot, you can't really plan for what that guy's reaction is going to be, because men for the most part are not going to leave their family high and dry. I mean, it happens, but it doesn't happen a lot to the point to where it's a problem. I just think that women choose a lot of the wrong men. And when it comes to boring guys, this whole notion, let me just say this, and I said this when I spoke about it in the live stream, women will deal with the guy if he's not boring. Women will deal with the guy if he's exciting. Like I spoke about Kim K and Kanye West and all of the antics that Kanye has done. And, one thing you never hear about Kanye is that he's messing around with other women, but he might be. But if you look at his political leanings and you look at the family that he married into and, their whole celebrity and how they are a part of the lamestream media or as celebrities that are very left leaning. And she didn't leave Kanye. She stayed with him. You know why? Because he wasn't boring. I've even heard women say that they don't like boring men. you know. But they want to complain all day long about the guys who quote unquote aren't boring, but those guys play them. Those guys manipulate them. Those guys mistreat them. You never hear them complaining about the boring guy. Why is that? And the thing is about boring is that I don't think the guys are necessarily boring. I think those guys don't give those women the excitement that they want. You know, those females want excitement. Those females want to get on social media and complain about you messing around with this female, you texting this female. They want to get on there and argue and bicker. They want that excitement. They live for it. They get up every single day checking their phone for their Instagram notifications or Facebook notifications to see what's going on, who's messaged them, who's sent them this gossip, who replied to this comment about her relationship. She wants to get on there. She wants to play victim. You know, she wants people to feel sorry for her. Then she wants people to be angry at her. Because you know how females will go from, you know, posting about how bad the guy's treating them. Then they'll get on social media talking tough about how they're going to do this to this person. And they never really take into consideration that you're making yourself look bad. You're making yourself look confused. And there's a lot of confused behavior out here. And I think a lot of guys have to understand that. Okay, stay away from these overly, you know, on social media personalities that you may like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't be on social media. What I'm saying is you have to be careful how you utilize it as a female, because you gotta understand, some of these females have different personalities. They have different personalities. Okay, you never know which personality is going on that particular day, and you can see it in the things that they say in their behaviors. Their behaviors tell you a lot about them. So when a female says that they don't like boring guys, what they mean is they don't want a guy who's not feeding them drama, who doesn't give them something to talk about or to brag about or to complain about. They want to complain. You know, relationships are supposed to hurt. That's what, you know, America's favorite side piece, Olivia Pope, says, right? Love is supposed to hurt. And I think there are women who feel that way. That's why you as men, you got to be careful of these type of females and their rhetoric about how they want a good guy. But you have to look at their behavior. If their behavior says differently than what they're saying, they're one of these women who love to be in messy relationships. If you are a guy that likes to work hard, if you're a guy who likes to go about your business and not be caught up in any drama, listen, it ain't even got to be social media. It could be at their job. It can be in your neighborhood. Because most of the people you talk to, especially on Facebook, are from your city. So it ain't got to be that. It could be when they're on the phone in public. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been out in public and overheard females talking on the phone, gossiping about who did what, who's messing with who. We've all been in that situation. You know, they might even be at work and they're talking about personal stuff. You know, we really got to look at that. And I want y'all to understand something, man. You have to know what you want. If you want a messy relationship, then pursue messy people. But don't talk about how you want a decent guy, a nice guy, when that's not what you want. That's not what you want. You don't want a guy who's just about his business, who goes to work and come home every day. You want to wonder what he's doing. You want a guy who's unpredictable. You want a guy who's going to keep you on your toes. And unfortunately, it's these messy relationships that these females look for. Boring guy to them is just nice guys, you know, guys who are going to treat them right, who are not going to mess around. They think something is wrong with you that you can't get other women, because they do take currency in that. They take currency in the fact that a guy who they're with can get attention from multiple women. It's sad, but it's true. If you can get attention from multiple women, they see that actually as a good thing, when that's really not a good thing. It should not be a good thing that the guy that you're in a relationship with is preoccupied dealing with all these different women. But that's their mindset. That's their mindset. And that's why a lot of these women are single. They're single because they continuously choose the wrong men over and over and over, and they refuse to make the adjustments needed. They refuse to say, you know what, I want to change. I want my relationship to be different. They don't really care. As long as they with the guy that they are with, they don't care. I know females that were warned about the guy that they were with, and they got with him anyway, and was saying that people just didn't like them, when they really don't understand that people are actually trying to help them. But see, that's their problem. But you can't help people that don't want to help themselves. So if they end up with guys who are messing around on them, if they're with a guy who's spreading ABCs, if they're with a guy who's messing around multiple women, who mistreats them, disrespects them, they pretty much chose that. I know they're going to be, females are going to say, well, how can you say they chose a guy who did this and that and this and that to them? That is because you were probably warned about that guy and you got with them anyway, because can't nobody tell you what to do. You're the smartest person in the room. But yeah, but then you're the most naive, because when that person does what you think they're not going to do, now you're, upset and angry. You're feeling some type of way. You're hurt, when really you should look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I messed up. Because what that is going to do, it's going to keep you from getting in more and more of these, these particular situations. But they don't understand this. They feel like they got the guy that they want, and they're willing to put up with him as long as he doesn't make things too bad. But I would say this though. Let's say a female is dealing with one of these dysfunctional guys, right? And they like the dysfunction, they feed off it, right? Let's say that guy turns around and just becomes boring, becomes nice, and he is not doing those same behaviors anymore. I guarantee you she's gonna leave him. That's when she's gonna leave him, because she's no longer getting that excitement that she was getting when she first got with him. So y'all like the video, hopefully you share it. Follow me on social media. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next one.